For further perspective on the removal of VAT on diesel for 6 months, I'm being joined on the news by the National President, Nigerian Association of Road Transport Owners, Narrator, Yusuf Othman. Thank you for joining us on TVC News at 7. How did you as an individual and your organization receive the news of the suspension of VAT on diesel?
Thank you so much. It's a very good development. Like we've said earlier, you remember 2 weeks ago I was on this station clamoring for the removal of this VAT, all a bit temporarily. And we commend the effort of Mr. President for listening to our plea. It's a very good development because as it is today, that 7.5% with diesel that is about 1,000 per liter, you're talking of about increase of 75 naira on top of the price. So without the VAT of 7.5, the diesel would reduce 75 naira. That is to say 1,000 minus 75 naira, so it will come down to 925. Although it's high, it's a little bit high, but at least we commend the effort of the president. And of course, like I said the other time, you know, government has a reason for imposing taxes, and we support government, we appreciate. However, for us, this is coming at a very wrong time, because for us as transporters across the country, you know, you add this weight to already heavy operational cost. It's more or less trying to strangulate us. As it is today, like I explained the last time, we are buying diesel at 1,000 naira per liter. You know, when you add it to other operational costs, and of course the cost of the dollar, which of course is the medium that we use to buy our spare parts. We are talking about tire, battery, you know, and of course even the diesel and the engine oil. You will see that what we are paid is exactly what we expend. So we are more or less not making anything. And this is a very huge investment. You know, as we speak today, like I said earlier on, our operational cost, before now, the current rate of freight for petroleum product, I'm talking particularly about, was reviewed when diesel was 500 naira, when dollar was 500 naira. Today, diesel is 1,000 naira. Dollar is 1,000 naira. So meaning that, you know, we are not doing anything. And we are doing this thing more or less a service to the nation, but there's a limit to what we can do. In a normal palace, when we are talking of the regulated economy, you would expect that as the operational costs go up, of course, what comes to us go up. But Gama, for whatever reason and wisdom it has pegged the petroleum price within 617 or so, and for whatever reason, that is the decision of the government. So the marketers and the dealers who are working for, especially when talking about movement of petroleum products, cannot factor any additional cost. So as it is today, there is a vacuum. That vacuum has to be taken care of by someone else. So what we are
absolutely, Mr. Osman. But as it is, the suspension is just for a 6-month period. Is that enough time, really, to systematically and strategically restore the economic fortunes of the nation and impact positively on your operations?
Yeah, what I envisage is that although I have not spoken to the government arm to observe why they put 6 months, but I want to believe their expectation is that within the next 6 months, at least 1 or 2 or more of the refineries will operate locally, and as such, the diesel will be available locally. So the VAT on importation and whatever would, of course, be into effect. So by then, we will not bother much because already we have it locally. I believe that's my expectation, and I believe that is probably the reason why government gave 6 months, and we really appreciate this 6 months. But
and finally, is there an agreement with your, Mr. Osman, is there an agreement with your members to henceforth reduce the cost of transportation?
Well, naturally, the market forces will determine this. I'm talking about diesel now. When government reduces of course, the VAT, and of course, there are a lot of importers. Some will bring their prices low, and some, of course, so the market forces will naturally bring the diesel down. But as such, you know, we want government to further appreciate our issues. We appreciate this gesture. It's really a very good development, and also we'll try and reciprocate. But yes.
All right, the National President, Nigerian Association of Road Transport Owners, Yusuf Othman, thank you for talking to us on TVC News at 7.
My pleasure.